What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. Guys, the Colts had a little bit of like a practice situation today. Some of the players were at the facility today, but nothing really to report. Obviously, on Wednesday, the Colts will get their first practice report for the upcoming first week. But today, the Colts had a couple players work out for them today. We'll highlight the two that we're thinking of the majority of here in a second. Joshua Bledsoe, Stephen Gilmore, Hassan Hall, Kelvin Joseph, who actually, no, I think he was I think he was a draft pick recently out of, it was either Kentucky or Memphis. I can't remember. I think it was Memphis. Kai Blue Kelly, Zonovan Knight, Akel Weatherspoon, and David Long, who the Indianapolis Colts actually signed today, has played in 66 games. So interesting little tidbit there. Also, another thing too, guys, the 49ers cornerback that we had just signed, I'm actually going to try to figure out his name actually while I can look at it, but said even that he was insanely surprised that, Samuel Womack said he thought he'd be a 49er this season, said it surprised him that, he had a strong training camp and a good off season. And he said, I didn't think that was going to happen. But then he said the cut surprised him. He said walking out of the office, he was really fired up. He says, I've got something to prove now, and I'm going to work insanely hard. And I'm going to tell you guys, I'm never going to get cut again. So definitely really awesome to see that sort of thing for Samuel Womack, because, I mean, obviously not the part of getting cut, but obviously nice to hear him be so fired up about it, because, guys, we've been talking about it for how long now? Like, this cornerback room needs help. And, like if Womack actually becomes like a legitimately okay corner, like, and actually plays well enough to not get cut again, like, that's a great cornerback depth piece for the Indianapolis Colts moving forward, if that ends up being the case. So again, really awesome to see Womack make that kind of statement, because shows you how committed he is to it. But the other name today that was the most important, or at least the most well-known, was former Buccaneers running back Leonard Fournette. Anyone that knows Leonard Fournette was out of LSU many, many years ago, was a legend at LSU, and actually won a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in his stint there. And Leonard Fournette now looking for a new home, and the Indianapolis Colts looking to maybe add to this running back room. Now, remember, guys, earlier this last week, the Colts were trying to schedule a visit for free agent running back Dalvin Cook before he signed with the Dallas Cowboys. So the Colts it's not been a secret, the Colts have been trying to keep an eye out with this running back room. And I mean, as far as like the discussion between him and Sermon, which one you prefer, honestly, it doesn't really matter to me, because Sermon has had times where he's missed, like, even in the last little bit, he's missed some time. Jonathan Taylor, we know, has never fully finished much of a season outside of the first couple that he had. In the last few years, he's had some injuries of his own. So the Colts really are trying to hammer down on this running back room. Even if everyone is healthy come Sunday, you still want to have that extra depth piece potentially to be there. And Leonard Fournette surely is not the same Leonard Fournette that he once was in Tampa Bay. But, I mean, Leonard Fournette still has a little bit left in him, and he's just the bruiser, right? He's a guy that, you put in there for those short down situations or short yardage situations, guy that'll just run through people. I mean, he's a heavy load, man. He's hard to bring down. And that's one of those things that defenses freaking hate, to have to deal with, is tackling a guy that's, 230 pounds that's just running straight at you. I mean, that's freaking hard to do. So, if the Colts did end up getting Leonard Fournette, I would like that move, because like I said, you can use him in goal line situations. You can use him in the third and fourth and shorts, and any situations where there's short yardage. And, you're allowed to use him to, be able to take some of that pressure off of Jonathan Taylor. So I would love to see that. Let me know what you guys think of that sort of situation. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Let us know your thoughts on who the Colts signed and who the Colts worked out today. But that'll do it for this one. Thank you guys so much. And as always, Colts.